Hello everyone, this is something new that I'm going to do weekly, and if it's something you like, then I will do my best to make sure it's up every Sunday. So coming up this week, we're going to start the week with some snatches, 5x2, increasing the weight, less reps from last week, really focus on speed, pulling under the bar. If you do not have blocks, you can also go hang snatch, absolutely fine. After that, some heavy pulls, 5x3. Just really focus on tight setup, hips down, chest up. Should be looking exactly like the snatch in the setup, and then pulling maybe to your rib cage, just above the belly button. After that, some banded front squats, 5x5, so same reps. A little 2% increase from last week. With this setup, really important that we follow the protocol that I sent last week. So that band wrapped around the plate is going to give you a lot more tension. We don't want to loop the bands on dumbbells or kettlebells, as there's not going to be enough tension in the bottom. So there should be a good stretch on the band, even when you're down in the bottom position. If you're not sure, then check the video, and I can repost it and you can see what I mean. When we go into presses, overheads, gonna be fine to use kettlebells and dumbbells because the bar is much higher in that range of motion, so you're still going to have stretch in the front rack and also even more as your overhead. Hopefully that makes sense, but send me a message if not. Then after that, a little bit of pull strength, pegboards, towel pull-ups, so towel over the bar, shoulder to shoulder. If any of these are tough, we could scale the pegboard just with a staggered hold. Okay, 20, 30 seconds, whatever you can handle, maybe even 10 seconds each side. And then some rope pulls, feet on box, and then bicep curls. Going into Tuesday, we have some jerk holds. These have been very effective for me, so follow those. 4x15, really press and lock your arms and press as hard as you can, 15 seconds. Rest as you need to, repeat. You've got two choices in the jerk. You can either go for a 1RM. Me personally, it's been very effective when I max out for a day. If not, you can do back off set. You can go 4x3, 75% with a 3-second hold in the catch. After that, some strict handstand push-up. Scale if you need to, kipping's cool. You can scale up to wall facing, make it harder. Then we've got strict press. That is banded strict press. And again, like I said, you can go with kettlebells or dumbbells attached to the bands, as the profile and the stretch is much higher. Then some head presses. And then after that, we've got a nice kind of CrossFit open prep workout. 3 rounds, 10 burpee box jump over, 15 chest to bar, 20 dumbbell snatch. You go 3 rounds of that, then rest 90 seconds and then repeat for 3 rounds. There's some optional machine work. If you do that, for me, I try to do that as a second session, so I do that later on in the day. If you don't have time or energy, don't stress, and you can always pop that in later in the week as well if you wish. And then Wednesday, we are continuing with the depth jump, just getting really explosive rebound power, okay? So make sure you do those. What I try to do is step down and alternate the leading foot that I'm stepping down on. Then we're now shifting the focus with the EMON work to power clean and jerk. We are building up to something here. So what we're looking at is to do a little bit more kind of CrossFit style of lifting. Once we've built the base on the snatch, we're going to build a bit more of a base on the clean and jerk. And then we're going to ramp up the weights and also start to add other movements, maybe like you saw last week with the higher box jumps, etc. Then some overhead squats, 5x3, first one snatch balance. After that, building up to a heavy 6 on the deadlift. Goal is to beat your 8 from last week. It should be manageable. Nothing crazy, just keep good form and a little bit more weight. And then some endurance work. We are going 9 deadlifts, 130, 80 kilos, 15 meter handstand walk, 20 toes to bar, You can scale the weight down, maybe 80%, 70, 80% of your 6 RM should be decent. Handstand walk, you could do wall climb, hand release, and then with the toes to bar, you could go less reps, maybe 15, 10 reps. Another option could be leg raise or knee raise. Then resting 2 minutes and then 4 to 5 sets. What I usually do, if I'm feeling good, I'm going 5 sets. If my times are getting worse and worse and worse, then I'm just gonna leave it at 4. So if you're feeling good, just splits are pretty equal, hit 5. If not, just go for 4. And then after that, you've got 2 choices. This can be optional as well. Some bar muscle up progressions. You can check the video there, I've linked. Same one as last week, work some bar muscle ups, or we're gonna do some shoulder ring muscle up endurance. So we're going 3 to 4 sets, 50 double unders, straight into 2 to 10 ring muscle ups. Rest 2 minutes and then repeat. So high volume work, working under fatigue with the shoulders. Then moving on to Friday, we have some seated jumps, broad jumps. Then we're going block hang clean. Again, if you need to, you can go with just hang clean without the blocks if you don't have them. Banded bench. We want to see the same banded setup as we front squat. So with the round plate in the middle, loop around, and then we keep the tension. You're still going to have banded tension at the bottom. And then some dumbbell bench, 3 times 10. Just go by feel with the weight. And then after that, some accessory work. 4 to 5 rounds of quality, 15 GHD sit-ups, 8 to 10 pull-ups, strict, 10 to 15 dips. They can be rings or parallel bars. You can scale your pull-ups with a rubber band, or we could go less reps. Likewise, dips, less reps or band. Then if you want to, some optional zone 2. Again, if you want to go in one session, fine. It's going to be quite chilled, so you can do that one long session. If not, split it, 30 to 40 minutes. Zone 2, bike, erg, run, or ski outside. If you're skiing outside, at least for me, I might tap into zone 3. All good, just have fun, get outside, enjoy being out there, doing some fitness. And then ending the week, we are doing a bit of strength. So now I've just introduced a heavy max out day with the squat. I just want to stay in touch with heavier weights. We're not really touching anything that heavy with the banded work. So just to get your body kind of hitting heavy weights, being used to it is important, so we can keep our high end strength. So weekly we're going to hit max back squat. We might hit 5 RM 2 weeks in a row, then 4, then 4, and then 3 and 3, and just staying. You can always just keep some kind of reps or energy in the tank, so to speak. So like a 7, 8 RPE is a good goal when you're measuring how it should feel. A little bit of mobility work by feel, 4 times 8 snatch press behind the neck. And then to end the week, we have the hard yards. It's gonna be a grindy one, 15-minute AMRAP, 4 rope climbs. Let's try to, with the low rope, if you want to go legless for 1 or 2, you can. Try to avoid jumping if you're on a low ceiling like us. 6 sandbag to the shoulder. Try to alternate shoulders. 12 pistol squats, alternating, so 6 each side. 15, 12 eco bike. Cool, enjoy, have a great week, guys. Hopefully you like this video, and then I'll make sure I do this more often. Cheers.